with another video, and today this is episode 2. So how y'all guys doing? Hopefully everything is going well for y'all guys. Hopefully y'all staying positive. Yeah, man. We're gonna start our first game off the bench, so we're gonna see how I can improve in that. But hopefully you enjoy the video. Let's get started, man. Hopefully I can make the right decisions, pass the ball, don't get no turnovers. Well, yeah.
So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do, and you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
It's the weekend. I know y'all be staying up at night sometimes when y'all got the full energy. But I'm just happy to have the weekend comes by.
The Magic made a special trip here for one game back in Orlando for the next one. This has been a tough stretch of games for them, fellas, losing their last 4.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You're right, Clark, and you know, they seem to be in such a terrible state of mind at this point. No confidence. It feels like they're
Going up against the Grizzlies.
Trusting the coaching staff, trusting each other. Very disjointed in terms of the style of play that we've seen from them lately.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando. They're equal numbers at the 2 and the 3.
5 minutes to go.
And it's Peyton and it's the 1. We talk about players who either love or hate contact with the ball. His ultimate part of leaping out. He likes to feel on the body.
Yeah, they love SIBO, they call him, don't they? He just gets busy. Well, I love watching him go to work. He likes to be in the middle of contact. He gets to the rim. Whenever you lose contact with your guard, he's not the most explosive guy, but it just points out that he can be off the charts accurate.
On his opponent.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of
I
attrition.
think he created that phrase on Ricky Brown for the Grizzlies, and that's how he played.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Zach Randall. Pocket 6. Now here's Harkless. Not a lot of room, and that one's good.
So he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
Conley reaches to Allen. Prince kicks to Randall. Out to the wing. Gasol passes to Conley. A good finish at the rack on the slip feed. Conley's got his first basket of the night.
broke out the finger roll. That was a stylish finish.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Big pitch roll again. The feed to Harkless. No good from outside. Memphis leading by 4. It sprints on the wing. Defended by Harkless. Pass to Allen. Memphis moving it around. Shoots from 8. Here's Gasol. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Marc Gasol right there making the free throws.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the 76ers.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he gets it to go.
Good shot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5.
I'm gonna tell y'all something a little bit about NBA 2K15. I played it on PlayStation 3, and it's way harder on PS3 though. Man, you had to know to throw alley hoops, cross people up, upgrade your badges on PS3. Man, when I tell you that, I'd rather play on Xbox, man. I'd rather play on Xbox. I'm probably similar to play on Xbox, because I know all the controls similar to PS3 or PS5, but every time I have an upgraded console that can play a lot of new games, when I tell you this, man, it's like they change the controls every time. Alright, so you're our guardian, Mike Colony, number 11. He's 6'1", weigh 185 ounces, age 27, 83 overall. So what we got to work on is he like to shoot outside. Is it inside or outside? Outside. That's a B. And then inside, he like to shoot a A-. Playmaking is really good. Stealing is really good, and perimeter is pretty good. So we just gotta work on all of that, basically. It's just the outside. I should have put outside. His outside is really bad.
The second from the line. And the story goes that Oladipo and his sophomore year in high school broke his foot.
Go inside. Inside.
Yeah, he said he didn't want the coaches to forget about him, Kevin. Just a true gym rat mentality, and that's part of the reason he's played as well as he has in the NBA.
Now here's Conley. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive.
They get the rebound and everything. They get the rebound and everything, man.
Shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw good from Gasol. And Udrich is checked in for Mike Conley. Freeze checked in for Orlando. That one falls, so it's both of them. Good teams tend to have a defined style of play. Steve, the Grizzlies had grit and grind. grind, but it seems they're going away from it now.
Kind of a throwback style, Kevin, but it suited their personnel perfectly, particularly with Randolph and Gasol down low. The slower pace lent itself to better defense for them, and they really pounded you inside, that's for sure.
Here's Udrich. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Carter outside. Gasol set the pick for Carter. Easy layup and coming off the pick.
So in the first quarter.
Punishing pick that time.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Now Harris. Pass to Green. Lets it go with the three.
Oh, they shooting too hard.
Rebounded by Memphis.
They shooting too hard.
It was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the magic. Prince kicks the loop. Here's the dish to Carter. Prince with a screen on Harris. Gasol set the pick for Carter. And a wide open look for Lee.
Okay, we got the rebound. Okay, that's good.
Push the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They gotta find something to right.
Oh.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And Udrich kicks the first.
Oh.
What a start they've gotten off to. Big lead for them, and not even out of the first quarter yet.
It's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And here is Harris. On the wing, Gordon. And that one's drained from the low block. Gordon's got his first points of the night. Lee with the ball. No good trying to beat the buzzer.
Can we come back?
And we reach the end of the first quarter.
Can we really tie the ball game up instead of having a low score?
And the second quarter will get underway just after this.
Like, seriously?
Coming up this year's event, January 29th, the Milwaukee Bucks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Live from Amway Center, it's the real deal. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown from Memphis.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Alright, going against Mike Conley. Outside shooting is a B. We gotta worry about the perimeter and still and playmaking and stuff like that. Playmaking, perimeter, still, and outside. Everything else is good.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Conley and Allen are the guards.
Playmaking.
Out there with Tayshaun Prince, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Randolph. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. They recovered.
Continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Nikola Vucevic possessing prototype size for the center position. 7 foot tall, has about 9.5 foot standing reach. Even without great leaping ability, he can play over the top of a lot of opponents.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon. Here's Vucevic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And it's Conley penetrating. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And you don't need to dig too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost the game. I mean, their shooting percentage was abysmal.
You know, sometimes we talk about defense in the hands of the opposing players.
Yeah, Memphis Grizzlies won this.
Got in their own hands, couldn't get out their own way as they lost confidence at the offensive end.
Harris struggling to find his way, and he'll take a seat.
He went undrafted because most general managers around the league considered his talent to be a little raw. But he was able to make this club, and now he's getting a shot here.
And, you know, everybody's rate of development is different, Steve. I mean, maybe his game at this point isn't on the level of some other first-year players, but he's still developing, and he's got a high ceiling.
Now here's Gordon. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bryant, the Magic again, can't hit.
And he missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that.
So here's Memphis. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
I'll be anxious to see what ends up happening with that Mavericks game, guys. That should be a good one.
Now here's Harkless. Following the miss by Zach Randolph. Payton kicks to Gordon. Up to the right wing. Now here's Harkless. Defended by Allen. Back at 4. That is good, and the Memphis leads cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Harkless.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Conley gets the puck. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Payton outside. Then Gordon on the wing. Back to Payton. He feeds it to Harkless. On the wing, Gordon. Offline with his three.
Great ball over. Well, you got to understand who's guarding in this situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Now here's Randolph, averaging 19 points per contest. On the end of the lane. And a shot by Carter. Nobody around. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value. Memphis happened to have an all-star caliber skilled player like him still locked up through 2016.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, Courtney Lee, acquired by the Grizzlies last season in a trade with the Celtics. His teammate Mike Conley has put it, Courtney was a huge, huge piece. People overlook him, but it's key that he's able to stretch the court for us. It gives Zach and Mark more space, and he can definitely lock up defensively. Kevin?
He's been a great fit as a two-way player on the perimeter, too, Doris. Thanks. And you have to give Mike Conley, Steve, an awful lot of credit for the emergence of the Grizzlies. I think is a factor in the Western Conference.
Kevin, I think he's one of the best point guards in the league. Probably doesn't get enough credit, but his progression as a player at both ends, year after year, he just seems to get better, and he provides that poise and leadership that his club needs.
Free throw good, Randolph.
Zach Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Prince. Lee comes in for Vince Carter. And Zudrick in for Mike Conley. And Randolph, now 33 years old, and that knee injury a couple seasons back.
Yeah, his rebounding remains excellent, but we've seen his scoring wane just a bit, both in volume and in percentages. Quite the go-to scorer he was a few years back, but still very effective player.
Here's Udrich. Wyatt so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now on a screen on Peyton. Gasol, this is Udrich. From 13, and Zach Randolph gets the whistle. That's foul number 2 for him. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Fry. And it's Green and for Peyton. The Magic trail by 9. Now, here's Oladipo. Averaging 12 points a game. Here's Fournier. That's good. Fournier's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way, and should be good to go now.
Now here's Randolph. He's got 5. The turnaround jumper. Randolph's got 7 points.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. He dishes it to Green. Kicks to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Here's Oladipo. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another strong rebound, just like we got used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Randolph a screen on Oladipo. Allen for 3. It's good. This time he assists for Green. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead. Here's Oladipo. The trade. That is good. Oladipo's got 6.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little improved to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
And we finished one half of basketball. Grizzlies lead by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp on the second half. Now, a few things. The three-point shot hasn't been a reliable weapon yet, but if we can get it to drop, things will open up for us inside. Keep working hard to get into space and find good looks from deep. Second thing, we need to get points inside. If they're as hard to get in the second half as they were in the first, we're going to be too one-dimensional. We have to find a lot of open shots in the second half, and that means I want you setting screens on the perimeter that are impossible to get through. Our shooters need to have cement walls to run their man into. We don't have any excuses for putting ourselves in this hole. All we can do is give everything we got to dig ourselves out of it.
the second half beginning in just a moment. Without question, Zach Randolph displaying his skills today.
Well, guys, when he gives this team his edge, he gets into the arena and just lights it up. And I thought that first half, he really had a roll.
You know, he doesn't just give them an edge. He gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around.
Grizzlies leading by 9. And so in the game for the Magic, Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. Ryan Vucevic at the power forward and center. And it's Peyton in at the point guard. Now here's Randolph. Now on the left side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. And that one falls off his feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Peyton pitch to Oladipo. Vucevic setting the big for Oladipo. Back to Peyton. Now here's Harkless. By Prince. And Bigger's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. They'll be shooting 2. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
That's good from Harkless. So he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That will increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning this.
Oh!
Right there. And this sort of Boston is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Now here's Peyton. Still getting warmed up offensively. That will get you up the game for him. Lets it go from the wing. Off the left rim and out.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Outside Conley. And up with the ball. And Fry. 9 points for Zach Randolph.
Assists like that typify their efforts. Make great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Vucevic against Gasol. Fry passes to Oladipo. Feeds to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fry. Carried from 15 feet out.
He gets the fadeaway. way to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up. Channing Frye's always been a great perimeter shooter, where he's really improved with his inside game. Teams like to switch guards on him, but when they do, he can now finish inside over that smaller player. That's what makes him a versatile offensive threat.
Now here's Prince. 9 points in the game so far. Can't hit. As their comeback bid, it better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this together.
Here's Conley. And now averaging 15 points a game. Randall dishes to Allen. Outside Conley. Outside Conley. Unloads from 13. And he buries that one, chilling the red on the way down.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Big pitch to Oladipo. There's a screen to the wing right side. Here's Harkless. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Randall. The drive by Allen to the paint. Here's Conley. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way. Conley's got 8 points.
Well, they're going on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining up defensively.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Good contact on the shots.
Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree, and it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavia national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
First free throw is coming.
All right, so outside, on perimeter, still, and playmaking.
In the United States, but the way he's begun his career may not be the case for long.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Randolph. And it's Nick Calathes in for Allen. He's off on the second.
Well, guys, maybe the most important play we do that isn't really trackable is the screen. It would make a huge difference in creating a 100% shot. It's a play that so often goes overlooked. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes to Fournier. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Harris. Left to the wing. Fournier, that's for 2. Another miss by Orlando. And screens Clark getting more attention with modern scouting. The old stats look at the outcome of a play, make the miss. It's like evaluating chess by only the checkmates.
No, I agree. I mean, you start to dig deeper and get to other layers of how you analyze the numbers and how that affects how you game plan and discover the tendencies of players. And all of that you're doing in an effort to become more successful.
And Memphis making a change here. Levy's checked in. Then for the Magic. Harris comes in for Vucevic. And Willie Green is subbed in for Harris. Goes up with a strike. Here's Harris. They kick it out to Green. Tries again. And Lee pulls it down.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Calathes kicks the Carter. Gasol, a screen on Harris. Right side Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Magic trailed by 20. Guys are looking looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
Green kicks to Gordon. Chipped away. Just in second between the shot clock and game clock. That trial by Carter. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Fournier pass to Green. The feed to Fournier. Looking to end the drought. And that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one, Mayo. Friday, January 31st, Chandler Parsons and the Dallas Mavericks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Live from Amway Center. Hoops action. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Really excellent feed here. And I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he's no slouch in creating passes and opportunities for his teammates. And he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
The Magic trail by 20. Zico and Marcus all are up front. They out there at Udrih. And it's Carter in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Here's Udrih. Followed the score by Aaron Gordon. And Udrih kicks to Randall. Inside Randolph. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So he'll shoot two right here.
Boy, Magic having lots of trouble defending against Randolph.
9 points, he's blocked the shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
And the first one at the line is good. Allen's checked in for Memphis. And a switcher also for Orlando. Price checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 or 2. The Magic trailed by 19. Here's Oladipo. Here's Harkless. And that's good. Nice job in the balance as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And the shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Payton drives in. It's good for Gordon on the assist by Payton. 6 points for Aaron Gordon. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Udrih dishes to Gasol. Pass to Randall. And he gets it to go.
He's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Payton passes to Gordon. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 6 rebounds here tonight. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. And Udrih gets the puck. Memphis moving that ball around. Gasol. That one falls. Coming off Carter's feet. 7 points for Marc Gasol.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the game.
Change for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. The Magic trailed by 21. Payton outside. Now the pass to Oladipo. Back to Payton. He kicks to Oladipo. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple play in the league, the majority being, more of the analytical type. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
Vader on the way. No luck. So Orlando will take it the other way. Pass to Harkless. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. Taking Marc Gasol.
Look at what Harkless has done so far. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
He misses the free throw. Second free throw either. This is both.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Now here's Randolph. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Now Payton. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Vucevic, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
And 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
That free throw, no good.
And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern. And I would say amen to that.
Good on the second free throw.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. We want to make sure that the last 2 teams standing are truly the best in the NBA.
Prince kicks to Allen. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. Rebound by the Magic. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Oladipo. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Michael Conley.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2, 1-1 playoffs format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5.
Here's Harkless, following the basket by Marc Gasol. Harkless dishes to Payton. He feeds it to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. And Allen with the block.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And here was Conley. Allen outside.
just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, you could have thought that maybe you were going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
You know, they wanted this win badly, guys. A loss would have been a sweep in the season series.
I agree. They did not want that to happen, even against opponents outside the conference. When you only see twice a year, getting swept is not a good feeling.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. You know, fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Now here's Allen. Shot is blocked. Harkless pitch to Oladipo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot two. That's good from Oladipo.
Alright, hold on 1 second. I'm doing my hair, guys. Hold on 1 second. One second. 5 more minutes. Alright, I'm ready.
He doesn't get the second one. Lee outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get
Dang,
the
35 to 57 final? Wow.
Controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And then to wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Morrisburg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.
So I didn't do that well.
The bad news is you played like a 50-year-old rec league bum, and we lost the game. You're supposed to ask me what the good news is.
What's the good news?
The good news is I don't think it's possible for you to play any worse.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Nah, man, it's supposed to make you understand that it ain't just you. We all got work to do. We're going to do something special. So put this one behind you, learn from it, and move on, all right?
Yeah, alright. But a 50-year-old bum though?
If the shoe fits.
Come on, man.
Alright, so got 9 minutes. It's improving. Started off making plays, but I wasn't making no shots because the shot clock was going down. But yeah, man, that's tough. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Trying to post mostly every day or every week whenever I have free time. But yeah, man, hopefully you're having a good weekend so far. And yeah, the grind is real. I appreciate everybody that's been watching my videos. Thank you for the audience. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video.